4 signs that you are dating a Jezebel. So, what is a Jezebel? A Jezebel is a woman who was mentioned in the Bible, just to give it to you in layman's terms, is basically a woman who is out to destroy men, right? That is just her primary program. That is her modus operandi, is to leave a destruction of men behind, right? And really, at the end of the day, as it says in the Bible, the Jezebelian spirit is a narcissist. Everything is about her. And this Jezebel spirit is something you can see in most modern women today, which is kind of scary to think about, right? If you're spiritual like I am, it's kind of scary to see this being played out and women encouraged to adopt the Jezebel spirit. It's very scary, very scary. So what are these 4 signs that you want to watch out for? Let's crack into this, guys. I'm going to do this very quickly. First sign that you are dating a Jezebel, or that you have crossed a Jezebel, is that she just, as you lay eyes on her, right, just seeing her makes you feel lust. Okay? L-U-S-T, lust. Not love, but lust, right? You start getting all these dirty thoughts in your mind of how you want to do her and how you would, want to have sex with her, and just, you start getting all sorts of dirty thoughts about her, right? Because that is what the Jezebel spirit is meant to evoke in you, is lust, is the inability to control, your physical response to her. So that is the first sign, right? And usually these girls will have like a banging body, some booming boobies, booming, booty, and sometimes they will even accentuate it by wearing heels or tight pants or very revealing shirts to garner even more attention from men, right? More than they already do. Okay? And there's just something about these women. When you see them, you're just kind of like a little taken back, because she's a good looking chick. She looks like she might be feminine, but there's this just lust about her that, like, there's just this energy about her that causes you to lust after her. Put it that way. Okay? So that's first sign. Second sign, you've come across a Jezebel, or you're dating a Jezebel, is she makes you fear the future. So you never feel secure. You never feel at peace. You're constantly in fear of the future. Will this chick leave me? Is this chick cheating on me? Is this chick trying to replace me? Is this chick, is she out there meeting other guys when I'm at work? Right? You're constantly fearing the future and what's going on and what's going to happen with your relationship. What's going to become of it? Is she still going to be in my life a year from now? I wonder. Will we still be together? Right? And you're never really at peace. You're never just feeling comfortable, like you would with most girls. Like, okay, well, if you treat me right, we'll still be together. If you don't, then we're gonna have some problems. We might not be, right? I mean, you're able to think normally. But with a woman who's a Jezebel, she makes you fear the future. That's number 2. Okay? Number 3 is these women tend to be promiscuous, right? So this is probably why she makes you fear the future. These women are essentially community property, right? Even though you don't want to believe that, but they are. And they themselves don't want to be, even though they might just be with you right now, they're not meant to be with just you. They're just meant to be community property. They're meant to be with different guys. And trying to make a Jezebel into a girlfriend or a wife is the same as trying to make a hoe into a housewife. I hate to tell you that. Okay? They're just not meant for that. They are not designed for that, right? If you want a housewife, you got to go find yourself a woman who wants to be a housewife, right? I mean, Jezebel might tell you she wants to be a housewife, but then her actions will be the complete opposite of what a housewife would be, right? Just like, again, with many of these modern women today, they tell you they want to be your girlfriend, but they don't want to act like girlfriend. They still want to go to the clubs. They still want to go party. They still want to go out, you know, take trips to Europe with their girlfriends. That's not right, man. And then if you say anything about, oh, you insecure little man, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to strip club every night, and I'm going to go pick up women. So how about you stop being an insecure woman? You be okay with that? Yeah, no, that's just a dysfunctional relationship, right? You don't do that. But that is the third sign that you are dealing with the Jezebel, is they're promiscuous. They really can't keep their legs closed because, you know, they have that demonic spirit in them, right? So that's the third sign that you are dating a woman who is a Jezebel. And the fourth sign that you're dating a Jezebel is she makes you feel hopelessness. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, you know, just as a man, you likely have goals, you have dreams, you have ambitions and everything. Even though instinctively you're trying to work towards pursuing that, inside of you, you feel an emptiness. You feel this hopelessness dating her, right? Almost as if you are, I mean, she just becomes this gigantic distraction, right? Where your energy becomes, your focus becomes just diverted away from what you should be doing as a man, and instead constantly gets refocused onto her and her shenanigans and things she's doing that are causing harm to your relationship that she could care less about, by the way, because everything's about her. Remember that. And if you don't go along, guess what? If you're not with her, you're against her, type of thing, right? She just has this very absolutist type mentality, right? And as I said in the Revenge of the Sith, only a Sith deals in absolutes. Remember when Obi-Wan said that? Anakin was all, if you're not with me, you're against me. And Obi-Wan was like, only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must. Right? So you have to do what you must, man, and get out of there. Because Jezebel's definitely dealing absolutes. Everything's absolutely about them. And you will feel that hopelessness, as I was saying. It's this emptiness, this loneliness. Even though you're with her, you'll feel this loneliness, this emptiness. Like, where is she, right? That's another thing. These chicks constantly disappear. Constantly don't pick up their phones. Constantly ghost. Usually on weekends. Friday, Saturday nights. Nowhere to be found. Right? Come back on Sunday afternoon. Ready to hang out? Hey, where you been all weekend? None of your business. Stop being an insecure little man. You know, she'll do that number on you, right? Which is really just terrible. This is terrible behavior, right? But that is the fourth thing that a Jezebel will cause you to feel, is hopelessness, right? And those are the four signs that you could be dating a Jezebel. Okay? And I want you to be mindful of it, because these women are very dangerous. And again, many modern women are exhibiting these traits today, which is kind of scary, right? Many of these modern women are exhibiting some, if not all, of the traits of a complete Jezebel demonic spirit. Because it's a demon. Okay? Jezebel is a demon spirit. But as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next coaching video.